Hello, it's Simone. I am so glad you're here today for a flip through of the first part of my 2022 weekly Traveler's Notebook insert. It is the vertical weekly dated. It runs from, December 20th, 2021, all the way through July 3rd. I started it on January 1st. This is, sorry for the floppy things. This is how I decorated the outside. This is what what do you call this, fly leaf looks like, the book plate. I did not use this at all. I tried stamping here and I shouldn't have used the ink because it actually bleeds through. It leaves an oily residue on the back. And then I tested some of the vintage Sarasa vintage, Zebra Sarasa vintage colors, so I would see what they look like and could pick the color that I wanted to use more easily. I did not fill out this. I started it on January 1st and I just added quick notes here. I loved creating this collage. And then this page was filled. Later on, I found this quote and I really liked it. I think most of us know this quote by T.S. Eliot, but I found it. I'm not sure if I got it later or if I just looked through my ephemera bits and pieces and found this from one of Brandy Kincaid's Extravagant Hope subscription kits. It sounds wrong. Happy Mails, and I thought it worked really well for the quote and the color, and so I stuck it here. I was very vertical, so I put each day into the corresponding column, and then I used a lot of planner stickers. The idea why I started this in the first place was to be able to use my planner stickers again. I really love them. I have tons of them and I just don't really use them anywhere else. You will see later on that I'm actually not using them anymore currently, which is a shame. In January, I also used these rub-on stickers from MU. It was a numbered set with numbers and decoration together all the way through 31. And I really loved using it, but I kind of got sick of it in the end. I changed up the color of the writing, and then I also picked several embellishments from friends. Here I wanted to write a note. This was a note card or a note paper, and I did not like the way it looked, so I trashed it. But before I trashed it, I cut out all of these Nico Neko cats. This one, again, I used those rub-ons here. Here is where I decided that I was going to title or put the year 2022 under the motto of Year of Making. This is a sticker that I made. I carved an envelope stamp. Here is my favorite orange. Then I went to blue. I made this watercolor month. So I added this right here. Are we still with the rub-ons? Yes. Here I purchased washi from Job's Journal. You can see that right here. There's also a sticker that was included, so I put that here and here. And then February 1st was my birthday. I made this stamp and put this up on Ko-fi as a freebie. I really love the Happy Daya stickers, and another artist that I really like their stickers and using their stickers is Salam Creative. If you don't know them, please check them out. They're amazing. They're located in Great Britain, but their shipping is super affordable and their stickers are such nice quality. The colors are super vibrant, they stick well, perfect. Then I made a kind of February lovey-dovey pink week. Still, again, very, very vertical. I can't even with this. I love how this looks, but that's so far off what I'm doing currently. I wanted to use these meatball washi tape stickers. I cut them out of the washi tape, but they're so huge and I thought it would not look well with this, with the way I write here. That wouldn't fit. So I used a different pen and I wrote bigger. I really like how this turned out. Then I try to use up those labels here. And then also these stickers. So I often put together like things that I saw throughout the week, or when I went through my ephemera, I was like, oh wow, this looks really cool. Let me put this together in like this teeny tiny weekly kit so I can use it on one page together. Same with this. I wanted to use up this washi tape. Then I also used stamps in connection with this. Sometimes I fill it all the way to the bottom, and sometimes I don't. And then here, that was really fun. Somebody sent me this meatball stuff. It's not washi tape, it's like paper. So I used those, and since those were also kind of label-y, I found these I printed out a long time ago. These were from Brandy Kincaid, and I used those in connection with this, and I really like how this grid turned out. Then I used Happy Mail from my friend Jill, and then it turned out to be pretty purple. I used this stamp set. This is from Sakura Lala. These are also Meatball. This is Brandy Kincaid. This is a stamp. Wow. Don't remember that. And that's from Jill. She sent me lots of mushroom things. And this is from Job's journal. But all of this looks very purpley. Then I have an orange week. I kind of did color themes, I guess. So I have this yellow washi tape. I have some meatball stuff that was orange. I stamped this stamp right here. I have the spring stamp in red. Then I have one more of Job's stuff, some orange stamping. And this ink, I said it before, leaves these oily orange. It doesn't bleed through, but it looks oily. So I am not using that ink in there anymore. Ephemera from Stan's Donuts. Then I wanted to use these washi strips. I received them from a friend, and then I used the stamp set. I really like how light this looks, light and airy. Oh, and then I wanted to use these. So again, I had these cat stickers from Mai of Paper Treats. She sent those as a Happy Mail. When I purchased something from her, this was her addition, basically, the freebie. And then I wanted to use these. So I went back to the very strict vertical. And then I mixed it all up. This is a free printable, and if you're interested, it's on my Ko-fi. And I wanted to make a spread where I used those. Really like how this turned out. I used a broader brush pen here and then a finer pen. Some tiny embellishments, but not very much. A lot of this printable is used here. Really like how this spread looks. This is probably one of my more favorite ones. And then I received Happy Mail from a friend again. This is an MU rub-on sheet, and I went to town and I almost used it all up, but that's kind of overkill. April, May, I used this in a digital printable, so I stuck it here so I would not forget to use it. And then I just used some of these things, leftover pieces that I found. It's very condensed onto this, into here, and compared with this one is more like diagonal here. This one is taking up all the space, and this one kind of feels like it's using this space, and then this is the focal point here. Wow. And then I started to experiment. So this is a rainbow page. I made one in my very first weekly vertical. This is 2018 was the first time that I did this. The first and only time that I did this. And this is what I did there. So I wanted to try this again and see how it works. And wow, I really love how this turned out. It's very light and airy. Do you recognize? Is this the same artist? I don't know. So, and then I used this, I think it's Hours washi tape. I received a sample again from a friend, and I tried to match the main color that is on there with the rainbow that is in the background. And I really enjoyed how this turned out as well. I started the arting process, or I want to sketch more because I really like how that looks in my journal more. So I tried it out here. It took me forever. And I knew that I could not replicate it. Well, this was the first one. And I just spread it out all over the page. Really like how this turned out. And then I did this one. This is when I had COVID. Oh yeah, I was negative twice. And then here that day, I finally tested positive, and I got the results on Sunday. But it was so weird because I felt so sick. And I tested on Wednesday, I tested on Thursday, negative. And on Friday I was like, nah, I do not believe that this is not COVID. So I went and got a PCR test, and that was then positive. But that's what this page looks like. And then I drew some bigger things. I really just wanted to see what it would look like when I sketch in here. I wasn't super happy with how this looked like. I covered up here and I covered up here. I feel like when I sketch in here, it needs to be composed more. And that was something that I could not anticipate when I started it. So these are super huge. This is super tiny. And I think I would like it more if there was one big sketch right here, but that just I wasn't able to visualize that in my head. But yeah, wow. This one is my favorite, and this one is my favorite. This one turned out so nice. I love how this turned out. And then I felt like I had to replicate this next time. But my parents came that week, and so I decided, nope, I'm going to change it all up again so that I do not have the expectation to do this every time I journal. And so I made a spread that looked like this. But I managed to add one sketch down here. And then we went away, and I wasn't even sure if I would be able to journal. So I pre-decorated this with the dates that I posted on Ko-fi. I'm not sure if I have this in my Ko-fi shop at the moment, but if you're interested in this specific printable, let me know and I'll put it up in my shop. And then I just journaled like this, and I really enjoy the variety of spreads that I am able to create, and that I also really love that I can change it up without having the expectation that every spread needs to look like this, even though it would be cool. And then I made a listy spread. I wrote things I want to do next time I'm here, things I need to remember when I'm old. This is closely related because we couldn't do many of the things because my parents are older. What I'm feeling at the moment, then places we ate and loved, what we did this week, just a really rough outline. Like we went there and we did this. Things I bought while I was away, what I noticed, and books I read to escape. When I am surviving during break time, when my kids are home, the way I escape instead of journaling and creating art is I read a lot. Like so much so that people ask me if I can participate in family activities much. And then I decided that I wanted to replicate the way that Mitz is journaling in her A6 journal. And so I tried that here. I really like it, but it was very challenging and I was not really able to do this really quickly. It took me a long time. It looks super easy and it looks like it's just randomly thrown on the page, but it wasn't. So my second half of the year definitely looks more like this for now. We will see how that turns out at the end of the year. Can't wait to flip through that one as well. I hope you enjoyed this flip through and took away some ideas for your own journals. If you do find inspiration and you make something very similar, I mean, that's all on you. You can do that totally, but if you think I would love to see when you do things, not because you need to reference me because it's my idea, but because I just want to cheer you on and want to say I love how it turns out. That's basically what I feed on, is when I see other people being inspired by the things that I share and then making art themselves. So please tag me when you share it online. I'd love to see and cheer you on. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, you are the reason why I actually make those videos. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Until next time. Bye.